What is going on? Welcome back to another video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Liz, and if you guys do, welcome back. So today, as you guys can see from the title, we're gonna be talking about shipping. It did take me a little bit, like a while, for me to make a second part to this video, only because I did want to give you guys good information. I didn't want to ramble on because I know that you guys say that I was like rambling in my last video, so I do want to get straight to the point. If you guys have not seen the first part of the video, that's where I explain more of the basics of shipping, but on this video we're going to talk more in depth about carriers. Now that I do know a little bit more and more experience, you know, I've had my store for quite a bit of years, I think about 4 years now, so I do know a little bit more about shipping. Yeah, so if you guys would like to learn more about shipping, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I did take notes here, so let me just go through them. I was like researching everything that I knew just so I wouldn't forget, you know, once I was in front of the camera. Okay, so I do want to start off with the basics. Obviously, if you guys saw my last video, you guys know that I didn't have a label printer. I just was not in a position where I was able to like afford it, especially with my small business. It was a little bit pricey. So this past year I decided to invest in a label printer, and you guys, hands down, it's one of the best decisions that I have made for my business, because it is such a time saver, and you guys know nowadays time is money. So if you guys do get the chance to invest in it, even if you do finance it in some way, let me just tell you that it will save you a bunch of time, especially if you have other jobs, you're doing this as a side business, or other things to do. Then I would definitely recommend a label printer. It's just like a lifesaver, trust me. So what has changed? I think that a lot has changed, especially with like the whole inflation problem that we have, obviously, that everyone's aware of. Before even that came about, I feel like we've always had that problem, you know, but before that even came up, we also had, you know, COVID. We had the whole thing that happened with like overseas, where the companies were not shipping out. Obviously, shipping just became so expensive at some point. We didn't know what to do, right? What I did personally for my business is I used to not charge shipping. I used to have free shipping. I used to add my shipping prices to the item. But as everything got more expensive, including shipping, I was not able to do that anymore. So I had to basically start charging my customers at least, I believe I charged $6 for shipping, and honestly it has not changed my business in any other way. I mean, I think that it is actually a little bit better for me and more better for them, because they know that they're paying a price for shipping, especially if you do have like a competitive business. Raising it up and adding $6 to the price will make such a big difference, and sometimes it's a little scary. I mean, you take an item that you're already adding your profit, you're adding all of the shipping that you already pay for to bring it over. At least for me, I buy it from LA, but I do ship it to Vegas. So shipping through the company is usually they charge me about $20. So I'm adding all these fees already on top of like the profit or whatever, and then to add another extra $6, it just didn't seem fair to me, especially to the price. You know, I knew that in a way it was gonna pay for shipping and they were gonna be happy because it said free shipping, but it just was not worth it to me. I wouldn't pay that, because some items came up to be, instead of $13, $18, and I honestly, that would hurt my pockets just looking at that, you know. So I think it also encourages them to get more stuff so that they don't have to pay for shipping. They actually, because I offer free shipping for orders over $75, so I think that if they're at like $60, you know, might as well get something else and you'll get free shipping, right? So that's something that I decided to do for my business. Whatever business you're in, sometimes it's not that as expensive as my business, because obviously I sell clothes. So with clothes, depending on the weight, it will weigh more. But if you're selling like earrings or things that don't weigh much, then I feel like you're able to play around with the price, and you're able to, I feel like it's more flexible, you know. Moving on to the carrier. So another thing that I did change about my shipping is the carrier. So I strictly used to only ship with USPS. The reason why I did that was because I felt safe with USPS. That was obviously the only company that I had used, the only shipping carrier that I ever used, and I was just familiar with it. I got comfortable with it, and I just didn't know, I didn't think of, you know, anything else. But I started noticing that it started getting really expensive. It came up to sometimes $8 and $9 for something that weighs maybe like 18 ounces. And you know, that actually I would feel like, dang, even though the customer was paying $6, I would feel like, damn, that's so expensive, you know? So I started noticing that USPS was getting so expensive. So one day I got super curious, and I'm like, what would happen if I shipped with UPS? Like, what could possibly go wrong? I decided to pack my stuff just like normal in my own packaging, not UPS, not going to the store. And I went and I dropped it off at UPS. Then after, I was like, wow, this is so simple and so easy, like anybody could do it. So I'm like, let me just see. Like, so now that I have that option, I have the option of shipping through UPS. I am able to compare prices. So one thing I love about Shopify, I'm not sure what website you guys go through, but for me it's Shopify. And one thing I really love about Shopify is that you're able to see the time that it would take for the customer to receive the package. That's something that oh my god, it helps so much. And honestly, I think it's completely worth it. So sometimes USPS will have, let's say, a package that will ship from Vegas and will get to Texas in approximately 3 days for $8.61. Then in the bottom, it will give me the option of UPS 2 days arrival, and it's like $8.70, right? Obviously UPS is a little bit pricier. It's like 9 cents, a little bit more expensive, but the customer gets it faster. And there's nothing more that I love than being able to send my customers their packages as fast as I can. Literally, as soon as I get an order, I will literally try to drop everything that I'm doing, because obviously I have kids, and you know, I can't just like be like, oh, here, hold on. So as soon as I get like an extra 10-15 minutes free time, I will run to my computer. I will fulfill whatever orders I have to fulfill. And it is because I want my customers to just feel like, okay, they're like on top of it, and I'm gonna get my stuff fast. And even though I'm a small business, I want them to trust that they're gonna get their stuff, that I'm on it, and I'm like, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna have them waiting, because who doesn't like getting their packages fast? Don't you hate when you're like, you order it and then you don't get it till like 2 weeks later, a week later? I personally do not like that. Oh my god, it just makes me, literally, I will stop ordering from a place if they take a long time to ship. If you're able to ship it for like a difference of 10 cents and you're able to get it to them as soon as possible, then why not? Also, another thing that I really like is tracking. So one thing I have noticed about USPS is the tracking numbers. Sometimes they are not updated until like the package is on its way to you. So the entire time the updates will say, oh, item received, and then blank. Nothing. Like, you don't get any updates, nothing. UPS is more on it when it comes to that. Like, they will give you every little location that the package goes to. So that's another plus that I really like about UPS. Of course, there are some times when USPS is way cheaper. Like, if it's literally like $3 and it'll get there in 2 days, versus UPS charging me $9 and it'll get there in 2 days, I'm not paying the $9. Like, I'm paying the $4, you know? It's only when it makes sense. Obviously, it's only when it's like a 10 cents difference, 20 cents. I'm okay with paying it. But obviously, if it's like $4 difference, I'm like, okay, no, not this time. So again, it's just whatever you are able to compare. But I did want to let you guys know about that, because like I said, you are able to ship it and package it just as you would package anything for USPS. Other thing that I do want to mention to you guys is boxes. So if you are a small business like me, then you guys probably don't ship a lot of large packages. You know, for me, it's like, oh, they buy maybe at the most 5 items, which I'm able to fit into my large poly mailer, which is my black poly mailer. I think it's like 16 by like 19 or 16 by 12. I don't remember how big it is, but it's like one of the biggest ones. And it's pretty big, you know. But the other day I actually panicked because I got a pretty big order, and which I'm super grateful for. I got a pretty big order and I didn't know what to do. I was like, where am I gonna, I have no boxes. Like, had a box laying around, a box from the extra box that I had from when I ordered clothes. They ship everything in boxes, so here, I'll show you. So here's from one of the stores that I just ordered from. I feel like a few days ago. They just shipped this out to me. I think it's like a dress or something. And so I have like boxes like that laying around that I just like quickly leave behind. And I use one of those boxes, guys. I just literally took out like any stickers that it might have from the previous company, and I just put like my shipping label and I just shipped it off. Honestly, if you guys could do that, if you guys have any shipping boxes laying around, use them. I hope that your customers understand that you're trying to recycle. I mean, there's nothing wrong with recycling if the box is nice and it's not beat up, you know, brand new looking. I don't see anything wrong with it. Again, it's up to you, but something that I would recommend. It saves you a buck and it saves like the planet, you know. You're recycling the box. So definitely I recommend for you guys to keep them around if you guys do think that you guys will be shipping bigger things later. But if you guys don't want to recycle, I also found some really good deals on Dollar Tree. So I noticed that Dollar Tree has good shipping items. Well, not good, but they have some shipping items for obviously $1. I think that it's like $1.25 now. I think they raised it. But they have some pretty good shipping supplies like tape. They had like poly mailers. If you guys do not care about what your poly mailer or your mailing stuff looks like, then definitely go for Dollar Tree. I mean, you're able to buy it in bulk on the Dollar Tree website, and I don't see why not. I mean, especially if you sell jewelry and you just want to ship out like a little box of jewelry or something. They sell small boxes and they're $1 each. But other than that, boxes can get really pricey. The other day I was looking for boxes, and the larger they are, the more expensive, and they range from like $4 to $7 or $8. So for one box, you know. And think about it, you're just literally putting your stuff in there and then shipping it off. I think if you would like to recycle, I would focus on, you know, making it a good opening box experience. So make sure that the inside looks really nicely. That way. I also, if you guys want to check out Walmart, they have cheap shipping supplies. Those are the only two places where I found like a good deal on the boxes. But yeah, other than that, they can get pretty pricey. I have not touched on international shipping because I personally can't afford international shipping. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions on the international shipping. Okay guys, so this was it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope I wasn't rambling this time. I really tried to get straight to the point, but I don't know, I guess I like to talk. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. I'm super happy to answer them. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, and on my YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.